Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Throwdown Season 3. This is our Rocket League Challenge Qualifiers, a big title for you. My name's Jake Asterix, Aussie Penko, and I'm joined by my two lovely gentlemen as always. This is Tom Corey Lordston and David Yummy Cheeseman Lane standing at the end there for you as well. And we're going to be taking you through the next 5 to 6 weeks of competitive Rocket League play. Gentlemen, how have you been in the break?
Yeah, it's been really good. I'm excited to be back, though. I've missed my Rocket League fix.
I've missed you, Korea. Not you, Jake, but I've definitely missed
Here we
Korea
go
a lot.
again.
You cheated on me with all the RLCS casters.
Oh, yeah, that was a good experience, of course.
Do you want to start with the love heart again? Just get it out of the way.
It's been
there we
months.
go.
I know, right?
Let's condition ourselves and get right into it. Thank God I've got you guys here. I wouldn't ask for anyone else. I wouldn't ask for a better duo trio if you count me, but I don't really matter. Now, of course, we are live in the Heart of Showdown Studios, brought to you by McDonald's, our brand new sponsor. We're excited to have them on board here for Season 3 and hopefully for much longer. Now, today is all about... You could do it. Nice. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, of course, today is all about finding out our team. So we've got our top 4 teams that have made it through, and we are looking for, made it through, have been invited, of course, and we've got our other 2 teams to make up the 6. Let's go ahead and bring up that graphic that we've sorted out for you as well. So we've got our 4 teams. Big teams coming through that we've seen before, Cheese.
Yeah, top 4 invited teams, the pro teams coming through from Season 2. As we see, Alpha Sydney and Jam Gaming, who both qualified for RLCS, as well as Scylla Esports and the other team, who were our finalists last season, and they're still such strong teams. But we do have to note, Scylla Esports, who are they? That was Sandcastle last season. They've been picked up by a professional organization.
Ooh, congratulations to them, guys, getting those fat stacks from being picked up by that professional team. And for those who are at home, the other team is not just a random team. It is actually a team called the other team.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I got confused by it first when I was talking to Cheeseman and I said, the other team, like, oh, is it someone else? He goes, no, they're just called the other team. So we want to see how they persuade our expectations. Now, of course, these guys are fighting for a big split prize pool, which I want to bring up in a second for you as well. But there is a lot on the line, and for these top 4 teams, they're going to be pretty happy coming in going, we're invited to this tournament, and we could have a share of this prize pool.
Yeah, guaranteed prize pool for these guys. $8,888. I'm going to say the number 8 a lot in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a good way to start out. So the top 4 teams have a guaranteed share going straight into League Play. League Play, sorry. And we are going to have the 2 teams that we see today getting through to be joining them for the split.
Yeah, and the top 4 at the end, they're going to go into that gauntlet bracket, the finals, the top 4, and they'll play it out to see if they can make it all the way to first.
Now, of course, to get there, these guys do have to play 4 weeks of round robin, and it's a great experience for these teams, especially for what you could say are rookie teams fighting for that 5th and 6th position to lock in, to go up against teams like Alpha Sydney, like Jam Gaming, the other team as well with experienced members on the roster, and of course you have Scylla Esports, which was Sandcastle. Now, this is invaluable, and this could lead to something big for Throwdown Season 3.
Yeah, and I got to mention, after Season 2 of RLCS and the success of the Oceanic teams over there at Los Angeles, so many teams have changed. It's a huge shuffle in the Oceanic region, and this is the first time we're seeing these new teams compete again. So in a way, it's showing us who's likely to be there for RLCS next season.
Yeah, that's a really good point that Yummy raises. There's only one team in all of OCE that's gone into this that actually has kept their roster, and that's Alpha Sydney. Even Jam, who went overseas and competed in the internationals, they haven't even got the same roster. So it could be anyone's game.
So let's give an update. So these rosters coming through in Jam Gaming especially, who have we lost and who are we seeing taking that replacement position?
Well, for Jam Gaming, we lost Banger. He's got high school.
Yep.
Don't do education. I mean...
Education? Oh, yuck.
And he's getting replaced by Shady, who's previously of One More.
Yeah.
So that means there's an empty space on One More, who are now known as the other team. And that's been replaced by Siki from Corvidae. And the shuffle continues. Once one person leaves, everyone else changes. Scylla Esports is also the same roster that we saw.
But a couple of roster swaps coming through and changing things up a little bit for season number 3. Now, you saw what these guys are fighting for, and you saw our top 4 teams that have been invited to this $8,888 competition. That's the first and last time I will say that. You know what the prize pool is now anyway. However, going into today... Cheeseman, do you have, and Corey, do you have any expectations, any teams that you'll be looking for to come through this tournament?
I mean, The most exciting thing about this tournament for me is that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I sit here studying these teams all
If
week.
you don't know,
Then,
no one knows.
but there are two teams that really stand out. You see me.
Mm-hmm.
Previously the Masterminds roster,
Oh, wow.
but shuffled up with 2 new players. So not really, but they were under Masterminds at the start.
Of course.
And Gang, which is another thing that I'm going to start being annoyed at.
We're repeating today.
I'm
baby.
expecting them to make it to the finals, so we'll be saying the word gang a lot.
Yeah,
I
gang
think.
with a 4 in the second
Yeah.
gang. Just to avoid any confusion, right?
Oh, well, it makes things a little bit easier. Speaking of Gang, of course, they will be our first game. I want to talk about that in a second. However, going through the Scylla roster and the other team, do you think they still stack up to Alpha Sydney and Jam Gaming? I mean, Jam Gaming still 2 of the original members and still a team that has had that international experience and has the organization backing. How do you see this 3rd and 4th team comparing against them?
I mean, they've had a lot of time to practice while they were at RLCS, while Alpha Sydney was there. They didn't sleep or anything. And Alpha Sydney, the one interesting question is, as they've come back, they've started changing up a lot of things. And anytime you make any changes, it makes it a lot more difficult for you to be a cohesive unit.
Mm-hmm.
In the short term, I think they have the chance. And this is a short-term league.
That's it. It's the window of opportunity of other teams. To get better, you got to break some of your old strategies down, which leaves holes in your game as you're adjusting. So this could be the opportunity for some of the newer teams to come snipe some free wins.
And maybe come through and cheese their way in. I know you like that one, Yummy Cheese, man. But of course, it was like the Masterminds of last split where they came in and everyone was like, this is a really explosive game that they're playing. And they kind of surprised Alpha Sydney with taking a win, not a series win, but taking, one game off of them. And see if some of these newer teams, or at least some of these what's the word I'm looking for? Repacked. Let's say repacked, all right? I don't know my words. I'm Bonobo, Monkey Smork, or whatever. And Wolfie in the back going, that's pretty true. He's exactly right. These repacked teams, could pack a bit of a punch, a bit of a wallop going towards our top teams, and that's what we're excited by. But our first game of today is going to be Gang versus Team Skyfire. Now, you were excited about Gang. Both of you were saying, this is a team to watch.
Yeah, it'll be exciting because they do have a legacy player going forward, having Soma on board.
Yeah.
And he was one of the MVPs going through league play most of the time. I think he was pretty close to the most valuable player overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 11 MVPs last season. He had more than half of the MVPs for his team. And overall, that meant that he was basically the MVP,
King
at
MVP.
least for his team.
King MVP.
But Soma, joined by Plitz from Corvid A, and Zen from the B team, who's been this rising star, maybe a little inexperienced, but mechanically very good, up against Skyfire, the old rejects. They got rejected, they dropped out, and now they're back. They've reformed for the competition.
No longer rejects.
No longer rejects.
No longer rejects. Actually a team.
Yeah, actually a team.
Actually a team going forward. So that will be our first game to start things off. Now, today I believe we do have 6 games lined up. They are all best of 5. So these guys definitely get the format right into their system. And instead of being a best of 3 where it's like, okay, 2 games, it's 10 minutes, we've been absolutely swept. And you don't get that experience. Instead, you've got a minimum of 3 games, that 15-minute time coming through. And a lot of the time we see that at least one team will pick up that game. So it's great for these guys again. And the Oceanic Rocket League scene, now that we've gone internationally, now that we've gone to RLCS, there's a lot on the line, and it's great to see that there's so many more teams that want to be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm really expecting a big match here. I can't really call it either way, but really have to look out. There's experience on both sides. CJM on Team Skyfire, we saw him in league play last season, and he's going to be the guy to really watch out on the pitch.
Yeah, and Orion as well played really well. And I remember him going through the qualifiers, doing some crazy stuff too. So should be a good match all the way round.
So I love doing this, and we are back into the spirit of things for season number 3. And this being the qualifiers, we're going to have to get some predictions going through. So you have talked up both teams, and you've sort of stipulated how Gang are going to proceed through this. But what are your predictions in this first best of 5?
Look, I said it's going to be close, and I think it's going to be a 3-2
start us
to
off nice.
See, Soma was one of my favorite players to watch of last split. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Soma on this one, teaming up with another great player. So Gang 3-1.
Gang 3-1. And I don't make predictions because I don't know anything. And I'm a host, so I'm meant to be neutral as well. But shortly, we will be jumping into this first best of 5 of the day. But we got plenty more for you as well. Guys, if you want to get on Twitter and get vocal, you can also do hashtag with your team to win. So we're going to do hashtag GGWin, or we're going to do hashtag let's do Skywin. I think that'll work out well. Nice. I'm sure they'll appreciate that as well. You can tweet at Korea Lord or at Yummy Cheeseman as well, or at LolSturks. Probably pick them first because they're analysts and they know exactly what they're talking about. Gents, it feels like, it has been a bit of a break coming through, and like we said, there's been a lot of roster swaps. Do you think that, coming into Season 4, when we start looking at RLCS qualifiers before we do get in this first game, are we looking better and better? Like, is this our moment? Is this building up to a better moment?
I do think RLCS Season 4, that's the
Yeah.
time for OCE to really shine. And this is the start of that. This is the idea, the creation of these teams that we'll see in that season.
Yeah, 100%. We did see Alpha Sydney going overseas and taking out one of the NA teams, which is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's only going to get better from here with the more practice we get.
I hope NA's watching right now. That's right. Yeah, we did. Doesn't matter if it was 4th seed.
100% win rate against NA.
Yeah, easy.
That's
GG,
right.
GG.
It's only EU
Pie
we have to
face.
worry about. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be saying bye to Yummy Cheeseman for now, but afterwards he will be back to share his analytical thoughts with us. So, Korea Lord and myself will be jumping into game number 1 between Gang and Team Skyfire. As we jump close, come in.
Cuddle up,
Oh
buddy.
yeah, look at this. Oh, this is nice. Sorry, we should probably stop touching. We should probably stop touching each other and have some professional integrity. But as we do jump into game number 1, let's really resolve, our thoughts and expectations. You've said a 3-1, and Cheeseman said a 3-2, and coming through, that experience is so vital. And I mean, yes, you are sitting at home. You're playing qualifiers. But this is really important because, you take a loss, you lose that momentum.
Yep.
You lose what I want to call scaling, Korea.
You would love to call it scaling.
I'd
Jake.
love to.
All
All right.
Kicking off.
Game number 1 of the qualifiers, and that is a nice early start. We see a shot on goal already by Gang. Team Skyfire, it's going to be hashtag SKF win. As I change it, as we see Orion just sets it up in front of goal. Ball is going to bounce on down. In this very first game, you're going to expect these teams probably haven't warmed up just yet. So expect a couple of missed touches, a couple of fun touches, as we say, but Zen will find the clear, and it's just going to be Orion matching it in the air again.
Yeah, Skyfire has
or
one
not.
possession, but the first goal to Soma.
Your boy!
Yes, first opportunity they have of getting real possession has just shown they can do it when they need to. Off the backboard, first goal of the day.
Open goal, just walks it on in. Let's talk about Soma a little bit more. That's going to be the first goal in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's our MVP from last season, just showing it hasn't changed. Still got the medal. Gang will be needing to get some offensive plays going, or maybe they could just keep doing the thing. Wait till Team Skyfire makes a mistake.
Very slow touch, and Zen tries to dribble it on past, but Team Skyfire now keeping it down this side of the field, playing very offensively, but a couple of missed touches will mean that Gang get another opportunity. This time trying to chip into the corner. Very nice from Adzi to equalize the score.
Yep, nice angle in that bottom right corner. He's getting that equalizer. It's going to start off being an exciting day, Hysterics. 2 goals in the first minute.
That was a really nice touch in the air. Just redirects it into that corner, into the lower 90, Korea, as you like to call it. I think we see something really nice from Team Skyfire there, but equalizing the score, and let's call it a bloody game. I like that.
We need a bit more demos, I think, so we can get it just a little bit more bloody.
Ooh, you like your demos. Man, starting off the season again. I'm excited to be back. It feels pretty good, as we are just going to see CJM setting up that goal. Had a really good season a couple of months ago, and look forward to seeing him more. Plitz as well. There's some really well-known names on both of these teams. We can see right now setting it up in front of goal. Hits on top of the post, finished off by Adzi again. Team Skyfire, that's the momentum.
That was a nice setup there, right in front of the goal. I was about to say goal mouth, but we won't do that this season.
Oh, we
Leaving it
will.
Open. Defense not being able to get there in time. That is the secret of being prepped for that boost. You can pre-jump to save it, but if you just don't have the resources, it's not going to happen.
Gang slowing down a lot after getting that first goal and kind of being forced on defense as Team Skyfire getting the bigger percentage of the ball being kept down that half. Now finally Gang trying to hit it against that backboard, but responded very well by Team Skyfire as the ball again getting set up nicely. Zen tries to bounce it in 1-2 and skip a few as the ball bounces back on down to chip on in and set it up. Soma really good in his positioning, but will not find it. Zen now challenged, takes the ball past, up this wing, going to send it through off the backboard. Interesting second bounce here as it reaches the ground, but Team Skyfire will regain control and try and set it up as CJM slides it on through, and it will just be passing the ball back and forth. Blitz for defense.
Yeah, Gang Gang has done a great job staying on the attack this whole time, getting some good touches on the backboard, but not quite the touch they want for the follow-up. Getting 3 consecutives, but not getting the goal.
Zen now has to get back in defense, walks too far forward, or should I say drives too far forward. Orion, great goal.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the tale to tell this game. Gang Gang is getting a lot of the possession they want, but those final touches in front of the goal and off the backboard haven't been enough to secure something, whereas Skyfire is just capitalizing on these mistakes after they draw them straight back out.
This has been a really interesting first game from Team Skyfire, where Gang Gang just found a really nice goal to start things off, and then Team Skyfire, let's say warming up, has really been what this first game's been about. Zen now has control of the ball. Will lose it as it goes right on past him. Plitz to send it on upfield. Soma's just going to look for a bit of boost. Zen off the wall to set it up right in front of goal. Sent it down, trying to touch it through. Here comes Plitz. He's trying to knock it into the corner. Does it bounce in? Trying to tap it on down. Team Skyfire will continue the defense and safely with that 2-goal lead with 2 minutes to go.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Another example right there of Gang Gang having the whole team up front, getting those touches, but not being able to complete the play. Skyfire just getting one big clear, making up for all the lost time, and equalizing the positional advantage that Gang Gang had built up.
Okay, Orion sitting in defense, lets the ball go through. Bit too close for comfort. The ball goes through once again, a second touch, but followed up by Adzi, who will get the defense for now. Ball sitting in this corner, rotated around the wing to follow through. It's CJM by himself. Blitz! Oh, not sure what happened, but CJM will get a goal.
Yep. I think this could be the lead of our first game, maybe closing out.
Oh, feels
Missed
bad.
opportunity there, Blitz. Buddy.
Do we talk about that? Nah, we don't. All right, so it's 4-1. I mean, we're nice people. We won't say anything, but let's just say we've seen Blitz before, and that's not what we've come to expect. CJM right off the roof is going to boost on down and get some momentum onto that ball. Great defense. Orion sitting in front of the goal, but here comes Zen setting up for his team. Bouncing it off the wall is Soma. He's going to get the second touch, interrupted by Orion, who gets the clear in. Team Skyfire still look like they're switched on in game number 1. There's not much time to go. They still hold that 3-goal advantage in this game number 1.
Yeah, I'm really excited for when Gang Gang starts to get the rotations a little bit tighter. Blitz coming from Corvidae was such an aggressive team that could make that pressure really count for something. Soma as well, coming from Legacy, a strong player in the mid and up the field. So when they start really tightening up and getting that communication down, we will be seeing some really nice, hard, sharp, short passes.
Like you said, I mean, Gang Gang really struggling with these first touches, and Adzi just looking on point in game number 1. Blitz will finally get the ball past the defense, that line of scrimmage from Team Skyfire, and Soma now to touch it in. Missed touch, probably should have found that goal. Only 40 seconds remaining. Not sure Gang Gang can really recover game number 1. We'll see what they can do in number 2, but it's going to have to be really attacking from Gang Gang. See a different style of play and see what they can do. Maybe this. There we go. Finally. Okay, so Zen's got one. 30 seconds remaining, but can they equalize?
That is the big question. 28 seconds left. It is very doable. I did like the little touch of CJM 15 seconds ago on that backboard, but Zen seeing straight through, puts it up in the top pocket.
In Skyfire, obviously their defense not having enough boost. Just swing past that goal and let the ball through. Now, if you want to look at the statistics here, I mean, Blitz had an interesting last season. And right now, playing okay, but it's still all about Gang Gang in their first touches, I feel. Zen going to set it on up. The ball bounces back. It's a good rebound. Blitz going to follow it up the wall, but you've only got 10 seconds remaining, and Blitz to set up. This could be a nice goal. Hits on the right side. Zen, maybe if he came in a little bit earlier, would have found that. Adzi is going to get rammed right up the backside, but Team Skyfire will take game number 1.
Well, congratulations, guys, to our first win on stream. Absolutely beautiful to watch. But I think the big thing that I got from that game, Hysterics, is Gang Gang. What we expected to go in, the team that was going to win 3-1 or 3-2 if you're on Yummy's side, did surrender the first one. But we did see their possession was really, really good. You can look at the score sheet at the end. Their shots, each one of their players had nearly as many shots as the entire team of Team Skyfire combined. But they weren't getting any goals. They'd get the first touch, they get the second touch, maybe get a backboard touch as well. So they have everything you need And that was kind of the recipe we saw last season for getting a goal. The 1-2-3, including maybe the backboard as a third player. And you could get the goal. But this time they're getting 3-4 touches. Nothing was coming over it. A clear would go in, and half the time the clear got a goal.
This is a really good setup as well from Team Skyfire. And Gang just looked like they're a bit out of sorts. You know, like you mentioned on the first touches weren't right. The passing as well just kind of wasn't there. And Team Skyfire look like they've got that, not the mastermind strategy of the first game is powerful and really makes an impact.
Straight out the gate.
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a little bit like rolling out the gate. Like you're on the horse carriage, right? The wheels are rolling, but you're like, the horse is knackered. Like he's just come from Asgard. No, that's a Valhalla reference. I was gonna go for something else. I was gonna make like a Skyrim reference, you know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe the horse took an arrow to the knee.
Are you saying it's getting married?
I don't know, man. Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Today you learned. Courier facts.
Today I learned. Team Skyfire has picked up game number 1. Let's see if they can do it again. Blitz starting this early aggression is going to set it up. Soma to just knock it in, and he will get the first goal. And Gang right off the back again.
That's what we're talking about. Good communication. There's 3 touches right there, putting it away. They've got the recipe right back down. First goal to Gang. Maybe they can turn around. Maybe gets to that all-important, as we always see on Throwdown, 5-game series.
Yeah, I feel like Gang did this last game, though. And I do want to see a bit more. Soma there, better touch to follow it through. Orion there is in defense. Plitz missing that touch. Could have been a great setup, but he's going to leave it to Zen. He's now dribbling the ball, flicks it over the top. CJM is the wall you have to get past, and Plitz trying to go on to defense. This is Team Skyfire now. This is what happened in game number 1. The aggression has begun. Let's see if they can keep up that offense. Ball is going to come to a still between Orion.
Actually, I'm very interested to see what Skyfire does on the offense.
Yep.
Most of their goals have come from counterattacks and taking advantage from the overextension we have seen from Gang. I want to see if they can close out the goals without having their opponent make unforced errors.
It's a great touch from Blitz, just going to send it on over. A great pass, actually. Zender set it up. No, misses the final shot. But Soma comes in, and he's the hero that we need.
Well, scary moment there, missing that easy open, but Soma, seeing that his teammate isn't quite there, gets a sick angle to pop it straight away.
Really nice, considering that Zen just to follow through. Sorry, sets it up for Plitz, and Plitz looks a little bit rickety in this first series. Definitely not what you want, but Gang will get that first 2 goals, and if that was even English, a minute in. Much better game number 2, like we said, could be Team Skyfire coming out of the gates a little bit slower than someone like Masterminds, but still coming out of the gates feeling refreshed. We're Gang in the second game, setting up goals like this. 3 members in defense. Soma trying to roll the ball through. If it gets on in, great setup. Sender follow it through, and hey, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that was very, very clean. That's what we were talking about. First game we saw them getting the setups, but not being able to get the final follow-up touch. But now, they've got it crisp. They're getting it nice, gentle, pop, right at the top of the net.
Gang in game number 2. This is a much better start. Dare I say start, much better momentum. We go for kickoff for what could be a potential 4th goal for Gang. After Team Skyfire have just been forced into defense. 3 members again. Zen missing the touch, leaves it on over to Blitz, but ball is going to be passed on through. Orion follows it up the wing, trying to rotate it around, get it on through. It bounces in. Is there someone in front of that goal? No, it's just been cleared away to the other side of this pitch. To follow it up is going to be Blitz. Waits for the ball to bounce. Great touch, great patience. The follow-up from Soma. 1 goal will just kind of secure or put some kind of nails in the coffin. To pass over to Soma, but gets interrupted by CJM, and Soma jumps in the air to clear this out with a little bit of boost. The shots there, Adzi. Very nice timing.
Yeah, good prediction there from Adzi, knowing where to be, getting past the full defensive line. Solid plays. Skyfire showing they can get the touches. And it was lovely to see that right on the far left as well, just in case they managed to get the block. Third player was ready to take the hit.
It was a really nice setup from Orion as well. That first goal going to be very, very crucial. As we have seen, you know, a much better Gang. The Team Skyfire do this. They just come out of the bats rolling. Zen coming through the air. Miscommunication, I dare say, as Soma walks through and takes it first. After that quick demolition now, can CJM get anything? It goes back to Orion. It's going to be touched over. Could be a great pass, but a little bit slow, and Soma intercepts. Orion's going to be there around the midfield. Touched by someone else. Zen's here. Pops into the air to set over to Blitz. Great pass. It's going to hit the backboard. Bounce on down. And Orion making sure that no one can follow up.
Yeah, I have been seeing some good plays coming out of Skyfire. I really love that CJM spent some of the game getting with those backboard saves. Will it be enough, though, to hold back the backboard aggression that Gang have been building?
Soma, great setup again. We're gonna go past that. All right, Wolfie, show us what that was. Yeah, look,
That's a big clear.
Not gonna say anything, but that was a nice shot, I guess.
I mean, it was on goal.
Yeah. Okay. So second goal by Team Skyfire, and what a goal that was. Oh, I love our first series. You know, it is the qualifiers. You're going to get teams coming through who maybe players that aren't as experienced, and Zen was definitely the person we were looking at on this roster that may have been the fresher member to come through, and that's a great example of what could potentially happen. Blitz with the setup. Again, defense is going well by Team Skyfire. They're going to try and set up their third goal. If they can equalize here in game number 2, keep that momentum, which we're so fond of saying. Zen here, back on defense. This time will hit the ball. Very nice. Okay, he's going to dribble it through the air. Gets over to center field. Soma with the shot. Is it open? Yes, it is. Gang with number 4.
Yep, starting to try close it out. Finishing off the game if they can. Good shot from Soma. Smack bang on target. His whole team drawing out all of Team Skyfire. Clean and methodical.
Is it a fact of both teams not really rotating back for defense? I mean, it feels like they're both really pushed out and they're putting a lot into the offense. Kind of matching fire with fire.
Yeah, there is definitely some cases of ball chasing going on here that is leading to some pretty big punishments. But I think over the course of the competition, this will probably start to peter out.
Thank God CJM was there. So I'm going to come in to try and finish it off. We did talk about that 5th goal potentially being a nail in the coffin, but Team Skyfire don't talk them down in game number 2. They've had a better showing in the later portion of this clock.
Nice.
Now a shot onto goal, cleared away. Soma's back in defense. Adzi off the wing will just rotate around the ball. Zen to steal it. CGM with maximum boost hits it. It's going to hit the roof. Great angle, but no one to follow it up. He goes back in. CGM going to give it a light bump. And 1 minute remaining. Orion, he's just being flicked away.
Space created there, getting that big bump in. Trying to make something of it, but Skyfire now has the ball, going for a cheeky dribble.
CJM by himself is going to go into the crossbar. Great demolition by Blitz. Will deny that goal by Team Skyfire, but the ball's still bouncing in front of goal. The shot's there. Adzi just has to rotate around, but wrong angle, and Soma will get the clear. That demolition by Blitz, very crucial as, yeah, Soma going to get the 5th.
Yeah, Soma getting past that defense. Great whole set of plays there by Gang. That blitz, getting that all-important demo, stopping a goal, and allowing Soma to win that 1v1 right in front of the goal in aerial as well. Well played by Soma.
You've seen a rising success of demolitions in Oceania, I feel. I feel like it's become more priority, it's become more tactical. Especially with some of our teams from Season 2 of Throwdowns Rocket League. Now see that it's being used more and more efficiently. Team Skyfire looks like they will just have to give over this game number 2, equalize the score. Korea, your predictions were 3-1, so you expect Team Skyfire to pick up that game, and let's see if Gang can keep up this pressure. The clock will count down, and we will see Gang take game number 2 with a nice goal to finish off.
Congratulations, Blitz taking that to a nice clean 6-2.
He's played well in game 2. Yep. Played a much better, I guess offense. We talk about Blitz.
Yeah, he did come from Team Corvidae. Very, very strong offensive team. They were part of league play last season and narrowly missed out on actually making the qualifiers for top 4. So, good play to watch, guys, for everyone at home.
Well, you did see Corvidae last split and how, just missing out by the hair of their chins. Never going to say that again, am I? No, but I will say $8,888 again. I did lie about that one. But Soma, 4 goals that game. That was something spicy.
Yeah, Soma is a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Getting all those MVPs, as we did see through league play. And that's what we talked about. First game, I was like, Gang, guys, you've got all the possession. You're getting the 2, 3, 4 level of touches right around the whole goal. But they weren't able to put it away, even though they're getting the shots. This game, though, tighten that up. The shots are a little bit more on target. And eventually, if you're getting 4 shots on goals, one of them is going to connect. It's just a matter of time, really.
You realize that if Gang go through, we have to start saying Gang.
Yeah.
Can we just call them GG?
GG, no RE?
No, just GG. I feel let's ask. We're gonna ask for someone someday to ask off screen to ask if we can call them GG. He's still waving his head. He doesn't exist right now, but apparently we can't call them GG. That's a shame. So yeah, Gang just looking so much better in game number 2, and Team Skyfire. It felt like in the mid portion around 3 to 2 minute mark, they looked really nice again. You know, just this team that was coming through and laying on that offense. But then they fell back, and everyone just sort of packed into the defense, but the skill outweighs, I feel like, Team Skyfire. Like, Soma is such a mechanically skilled player that it's like Team Skyfire are like, we can't deal with this guy.
And the dude's everywhere. Soma is a machine all over the map. Like, that was his role when he played back on his old team, was to just make sure that his team was set up to have the assists if they need them, to be there to get the goals. He can even rotate back to get the saves. Very, very versatile.
Yeah, and Team Skyfire now playing the defense game in the first portion of game number 3. And Plitz and Zen looking for the setup to pack it on through. Soma waiting on back, waiting for the perfect time. Looks like it's now. The setup's there, Zen. Very nicely done, but CJM just goes past the goal. And it is finally going to be Team Skyfire pushing it on out. This is great offense, but where is the follow-up? Have they left one in defense? Everyone's pushed up with CJM hanging around the midfield. He's going to pop it on through the setup for Zen. Zen steals it away. He tackles it on. This is still great play from Gang. Finally, the offense coming out from Team Skyfire, but they're just not getting big shots on goals.
No, they managed to get into that right corner or the left corner, and they just get stuck. The rest of the team not being in the position they need to save them. We saw CGM beating out the first player, getting past the second, but realizing his team's not with him, unable to make something of it.
Plitz will defend this ball. Zen has to jump on up. It's going to hit the backboard right in front of the goal. Ooh. Gets a clear. CJM says, no. Not this time, buddy. Ball's going to go back to Team Skyfire, and they're playing the defense game once again. Plitz is waiting here. Good opportunity to hit a goal. The crossbar not even hit. It hits the posts instead. Zen off the wall. He's going to hit the ball. Zen to follow up. Had his own ball in the palms of his hand. Yeah, probably shouldn't say that either. Plitz to follow it on down. It's just been centered. Look at this. Gang. Relentless. Soma to come through. Chips it on. But CJM in the corner of that goal will keep it alive.
Yep, Skyfire are pretty comfortable with the pace, even though they're currently locked in their side of the field. The shots that Gang haven't been able to get haven't been fast enough and have been savable. So whilst they're still under pressure, I think they could be confident, having controlled the pace of the game for the first 2 minutes as well.
Gang finally getting aggressed on. Plitz on top of that crossbar. Ball will now bounce down, and it's been a very slower pace of game with both these teams already picking up one win. And game number 3 just feels like, okay, we're going to get the clear, rush on offense. Okay, rush back to defense. And everyone's just hard committing.
Yeah, I do think Skyfire, we talked about before, they were having a little bit of trouble where they're all overextending, and I think there's been a little bit more trust now. Each one going for the ball, and it's more a lack of undercommitting their team now, rather than overcommitting. But it does mean that they've had good possession.
Risky pass.
And they've done it! Standing corrected, are getting that nice goal clean straight through the middle.
Saw that pass from Gang right across goal, and you've played under-8 soccer. You know you can't do that. It doesn't matter if the kid's lanky. He will come through and he'll toe punt it and it'll go right on in. So that's the first goal for Team Skyfire at the 2-minute mark.
They are definitely playing a lot cleaner this game, making sure that they don't get caught out on those big rotations we're seeing from Gang, playing a lot smoother, a little bit more trusting. And it's all about trust in this game.
Hope Caster Curse doesn't hit you here. Plitz coming down, Soma with the setup. Oh, great save by CJM. Pops it through, gets the right angle. The touch coming off the back of Zen. That was crisp, that was smooth. Very close calls by Gang to equalize the score. They're now just trying to slow it on in. Ball's in front of the goal. It's going to hit the backboard. Very brave pass. Will it backfire? Not this time. Orion doesn't find control of the ball. Instead, it's Plitz sitting underneath, waiting for it to bounce on down. On the other side of the field, waits Zen. He's back in defense. Pretend we didn't see him miss. Let's pretend we trust him in defense. Well, Gang have to right now. Plitz is going to join him. Ball's just going to be dribbled on past Team Skyfire with that one goal. Maybe it could be enough.
Yeah, CJM has rotated defensively, then coming back forward, waiting for the time to strike, showing good awareness of where he needs to be on the pitch to make sure his team don't lose any pressure they're building.
Okay, Zen doesn't get the touch, leaves it for CJM. They're just going to play this a nice, slow, casual game. And I mean, Gang, they can't afford that right now with the great setup. It's going to go over to the left-hand side, playing off the wing, off the ramp, CJM to follow the ball. But it will just go back over to Gang. 50 seconds remaining. This has been a such a different style change for both these teams. Going from all the pass plays, being a bit more coordinated. 40 seconds, I'm not sure coordinated is going to work for Gang.
Ooh, important demo. Last 40 seconds of the game could halt any aggression that's coming out, having to wait on that respawn before they can make the play.
There it is. There it is. Very nicely done by Zen. Team Skyfire. The defense just wasn't there. CJM thought he had the clear, but not enough.
Yeah, that's it. Didn't get the pass he wanted, opening Zen to get in that sneaky snipe.
Nice. 1-1, 30 seconds remaining. Team Skyfire probably thought they had it in the bag there, playing a very controlled game of Rocket League. But now, let's see if that aggression just pampers up. Zen to come back in. Is he the saving hero of Gang Gang? Right now, Soma with the setup. Light touch in front of the goal to bounce it in. Very nicely done, Soma. Oh, you sexy man.
That's what we want to see. Getting that backboard, double touch on his own, past 2 defenders as well. Damn, boy. That's what we want to see.
You're scary. Soma, man, this is why this guy was on Legacy. And Legacy had these brilliant moments. And you could arguably say that it was Soma who made these moments. And you can see right there.
Whoop, whoop. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that explains it very well, Korea. Explains it very well. CJM hits the balls then, is going to respond to it.
I love...
I just love that response. I don't feel like it would have gone in. Would it have gone in? No. Team Skyfire dropping the ace a little bit there. That's going to be our McDonald's play of the day. No, it's not. No, it's not. But I think Gang Gang after that and just securing that extra goal, Team Skyfire can look for another one here, but to equalize with that 2-goal advantage means that Gang Gang, as the ball hits the ground, will take game number 3. Means that Gang Gang have one more to win. Push Team Skyfire down a notch. Soma stepped up. Let's be honest. That goal was just incredible. That was, you know, had 4 shots at goal, only got 1, helped set up another one for Zen, who actually had a better game from games 1 and 2, but Soma, that 1 goal, I feel like that counts as 3.
Dude, that goal was fantastic. There was 2 guys in defense waiting, saw him coming in, plays it off the backboard and gets it past both of them. Nailed it. That's my goal so far of the day.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page.
I absolutely agree.
Normally doesn't happen with goal of the day.
I like Rocket League. Like there's so much you expect, and then you don't expect a goal like that. It comes through, and you're going, that was nice. That was absolutely nice. That double touch coming off of that backboard near the posts. Ugh.
Spicy.
Meatball. That's exactly right.
Delicious.
So we are going to be jumping into game number 4 shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Gang Gang lead by a game in this best of 5 series. Now remember, all of our 6 games today, all series I should say, are best of 5s. So these guys get a really good chance to face their adversaries. And a team like Gang Gang, who had this really rickety game number 1 and we weren't expecting it from them, have just sort of clawed their way back. And when it was controlled and concise, Team Skyfire looked okay. But then it was just one big power play. Gang Gang came through.
Yeah, that was really surprising. I really enjoyed watching Team Skyfire play last game. The way they slowed it down, they weren't being over-committing. They were playing it 3/4 of the way up the court and weren't going for the goals after they got that small lead. It was smart, but there was that small hole in defense that cost them in the last minute change.
Potentially Gang Gang just have better positioning on the pitch. Orion, great setup here. We're going to get the caster curse once again as Team Skyfire are unrelenting in this offense. CGM to go back and pick up a bit of boost. Centers himself, getting ready for the play. The ball could just be passed back. Orion trying to pitch through. Soma right up the backside again as he will now hit this ball up. That's a difficult center. You've got to be careful, Soma. He's a bit of a ninja man. They haven't had ninja training, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Team Skyfire have just been, you know, forced against making these risky plays in front of goal. Could be capitalized by Gang Gang. Zen to come on through and the ball struggling to get out of Team Skyfire's half.
Yeah, they are having a bit of a hard time. We have seen that if you give Gang Gang the opportunity, they may not get the goal straight away, but they're going to pressure you until you crack.
Adzi, fantastic touch there. Blitz to come on through. Oh, looking for that upper 90, baby. Zen for Soma. Soma walking up the wall. He's going to crawl like a little snigger snake. Blitz flying through the air. Here we go. Zen for the setup. It's going to go on through, but all members of Gang Gang have already rotated back. This might give some time for Team Skyfire.
Yeah, this is the exact opposite of the first game we saw. Good rotation.
Reverse. Take it, Zen. Take it all the way. It's going to go across the Blitz. Actually, this could be a really nice setup off the backboard Blitz. Wrong touch.
Right idea, though.
He has the wheels. Wheels are too big. Need a monster truck, man. Get nice rotation on the wheels or the van. Get the minivan. That's not meta. No one uses the minivan. Team Skyfire could be their opportunity, but Gang again just say nope. Zen for the setup for Soma to roll it on through. He doesn't even touch it. Are you kidding? Blitz to finish it off. I don't know whether to call Gang lucky or just say that was just baited.
Yeah, that was a... Could you bait it in chat, please, guys?
Oh, it's just like Soma's like, ha, didn't even touch it. Didn't even touch it. Just bumped someone out of the way. And Gang with their first goal of game number 4. Really interesting to watch. Both these teams, I mean, they've got redeeming qualities. Just like this. Got to worry about the defense. Zen to hit it off the backboard. Rotation already coming back. Orion's there, but not in time. Soma to come through and crystal clean.
Yes, Soma, that little cheeky snick. Getting that steal right past the whole defense. Pretty solid angle as well. Nice shot.
Timing everything really well. I think Soma looking to be in fine form and could potentially be Gang's best players. I mean, Zen has stepped up.
Zen played really well last game.
I think Blitz is getting the setups for these goals. Like, that was a great pass. Over to Soma, back over to Blitz. The setup, the 1, 2, and 3. Zen to rotate it around, but we'll find Orion. Yeah, I think Zen, like you said, did play really well last game. Continues to have a bit of an outstanding performance coming through once he has had that warm-up. But Soma in great form, going to pass it on over Zen to rotate. And the passing plays just look so much cleaner coming out of Gang.
Ooh.
Right through the middle, nicely done. Blitz, wrong angle again, just has to get those better touches, those better shots. As it will still be a 2-goal lead. And keep saying goal, it is 2-goal, 2 minutes remaining. Team Skyfire just looking out of sorts at the end of the series.
Yeah, we did see them get possession there, but they didn't follow it up. I think that's a big thing we saw last game that cost them the final last minute. It was that they get the possession, but they don't push all the way. And if they do, that's when they start to get on each other's feet. Too many cooks are spoiling their broth.
Another shot as the kitchen will be overrun by what is Gang's Rats. I don't know where I was going with that. We'll have another shot near that goal, and it is Zen being unrelenting. Skyfire have to be careful. They've put 2 people in this goal square. It seems like Zen is just going to go for it again. He's trying to dribble it across, sets it on up to slide on in, squiggle down. Blitz comes in and stylish plays to come on back, and they'll pass it back. Nicely done. Soma will get the credit, but hey, Blitz will get the helping hand.
Yeah, good teamwork there, setting it up with that pass back. Pulled everyone else out.
Beautiful.
Putting the ball back in. That's some quality teamwork there by Gang.
In the heat of the moment, Gang just have these great passing plays, like these strategies that show so much skill. And to do that in the heat of the moment, to have these moments where you're like, okay, pass it back, I've got the setup. You know, other teams don't think like that. It's a very interesting play style that I look forward to seeing develop as Soma cross field. He's going to get all the rewards, but 4 goals, and I think Gang may just have what it takes to take this series.
Yep, I think they're feeling pretty confident. Would make me happy, giving me that 3-1 prediction going forward. Yeah, they are definitely tightening up their rotation.
Maybe we should start a tally.
Yeah?
Let's start a tally.
Let's start a tally.
Start a tally. Who was right and who was wrong? But it's just between you and Cheeseman, because I might win it otherwise. We are going to see Gang with 4 goals, and fantastic passing play has really been what we've been hyping up in this series. Feels like, look, Team Skyfire, great save from Zen. I mean, that 1 goal could have started them off, but 50 seconds remaining, and it is looking dire for Team Skyfire. They can claw their way back. They have to start doing it now, but everyone being forced into defense. They have to get out, play this to Orion. CGM to come on in, 40 seconds, and Gang are just playing with their food right now. They're just slowing it down, keeping it down this side of the field. Soma just getting ready for his next goal. Blitz to roll it in. Won't find it, but it's still delaying time.
Yep, Team Skyfire. Let's see if they can get a final goal. Get a feel good at the final end, final touch.
That was a good shot. Soma to be expected. 20 seconds remaining. I believe Gang has this, ladies and gentlemen. There's no surprises. I have seen 4 goals in a minute, but I have not seen 4 goals in 10 seconds. Or at least professionally in Rocket League I haven't. Only when you're versing me. Soma actually just steals that one away. Team Skyfire will have 5 goals scored against them, 5 seconds remaining, and that is going to be game.
Yeah, Soma wanted to chase that final MVP, because if we know anything, that's what it's all about, getting those MVPs at the end of the day. As you can say, I'm the best.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to be humble though, Korea.
But then you can humble brag.
But bragging's not humble, is it? Definitely not. All right, Ball's going to bounce. Ladies and gentlemen, you knew the outcome there. Gang will take the series against Team Skyfire in our first best-of-5 series of the day, taking it 3-1.
Ooh, lucky prediction there to me. We're going to be bringing Yummy back. I'm excited. And let's see what he has to say.
Well, I think, coming through here, Gang played exceptional Rocket League, and Soma in that last game, 4 goals. It was a great setup coming through from Plitz. The pass-back plays, but Gang weren't switched on at the start, Cheese Man, but they came through in the end in a big way.
I mean, you said it exactly. Right at the start, they couldn't sink a single shot. Even though it was a 6-2, I think, or something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was a 4-2. Yeah, it was a 4-2. I have it written right there. It was a 4-2.
Damn it, Cheese Man.
But Gang had missed just 5 open nets, just easy goals over and over again. And you said that they needed to warm into the series. And by Series 3, in that last 30 seconds, that's when they'd clearly warmed up because they got 3 goals in a row. And after you lose 3 goals in the last 30 seconds when you're ahead, it's really hard to recover.
Oh, yeah, especially mentally as well. We've talked about this all through Throwdown. The mind game is very, very important as well. If you lose confidence in yourself, it does come across in your performance. Just like land jitters becomes an issue further on in the competition.
I feel like in the end of the game there, in the games 2 following on, that Gang just started reading the plays coming out. Like it was Team Skyfire being thwarted at every turn because they couldn't get their passes off. And then suddenly Gang just got every single one of their passes off.
Yeah, and once they controlled that midfield, and they were getting some really nice pass plays. And it's not a huge surprise with Plitz and Soma both coming from very pass-heavy teams. Soma especially. I'm guessing he's kind of the captain now.
You'd assume so.
Just
I'm
random.
the captain
He is now. He is now. After that
Soma.
goal, Captain Soma, but it is going to be a big win for Gang. And going up against Team Skyfire, we did see some positives come through, and especially in that game 1 where they were very aggressive, taking it up against Gang's. There was no passing. They did miss opportunities, but it felt like Team Skyfire were awake in that game 1.
Yeah, they did a really good job punishing the unforced errors of Gang. Gang would come forward, they'd do all the pass plays, couldn't get the shots on, and then the big clears would come out from Skyfire, and if you guys don't want to take the free goals, we'll take the free goals. And just took them straight back.
Definitely feels like Gang are one of the contenders coming through for potentially that 5th or 6th spot. It is only the first best-of-5 series, but you've got to look at their roster and how experienced they are. Soma was on fire. Like that goal, I want to talk about that rebounds goal. I don't know what you want to call it, Cheeseman, but that was amazing.
Not only was it amazing, it was a game winner.
Yeah.
We went for the Devo, the double touch, off the backboard, got the little clear through, and just floated it just enough that you saw the 2 players in the net not able to really respond. They didn't expect it at all, and as soon as it came through, that was it. That was game over. And the 3rd goal, which we won't talk about.
Talk about that. No.
What third goal? Yeah. What are you?
No, there's no own goal there. No. It was Gang just putting on some style points, and we saw so many more of those pass plays that set up great shots like that. And I'm sure there's going to be more Rocket League like that today. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a 5-minute break before we move on to our next best of 5 series. So don't go anywhere. I'm looking forward to more goals like that.